I'm Calfire Battalion Chief Jonathan Cox, and today we're in Alta Vista, California, in the Sierra foothills of Placer County. We're here today looking behind the scenes with Defensible space inspectors about what homeowners can do to prepare for wildfire.
So take us for a tour around your house. We're going to do a Defensible space inspection for you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so we're coming through the neighborhoods here, and we're visiting property to property, basically kind of going through some of the key points to make your home fire safe.
Calfire Defensible space inspections occur over the 31+ million acres of land of California. If you live in these state responsibility lands, also known as SRA, you can expect one of hundreds of Defensible space inspectors to visit your property to help see how you can prepare for wildfire.
So if you can see on the roof, we've got the needles, right? And we would consider that flash fuel. Embers, you know, they can travel up to a mile.
Yeah, I'm gonna get those off.
Yeah, and then the next thing is the overhanging limbs. 10 feet up from the structure, and then as well as 10 feet out. And as long as you get those limbs back, you're in good shape.
Calfire Defensible space inspectors use two tools when they're doing their inspections. One is the paper version of the inspection itself. And this is valuable for the homeowner to keep after the inspection occurs to look at ways that they can prioritize and prepare for wildfire. You will also see inspectors using a smartphone or a tablet. And what this is for the information to be received back at a database for firefighters to use after a fire starts so that they have some information at your home. This might be something like a pool or a fire hydrant or an area where they can take safe refuge. It's just another example of Cal Fire using the latest technology to both prevent and respond to wildfires.
So ideally, we hope that some of the information that we get, fire engines will have as well, so they know what your house looks like before they get there.
This dotted line is that first 30 feet, right? It's that buffer that we're talking about. Zone 2 is 30 to 100 feet or property line. Some homeowners don't actually have the full 100. And this is where we would like to make more so, use this opportunity as a window to kind of educate.
I'm standing right at about 30 feet from this structure right here. And I'm standing here for a reason. Because 30 feet indicates Zone 1 versus Zone 2 of the Defensible space inspection. Zone 1, from here to the structure, is an area that we want to keep most clear of dead and dying materials and flammable fuels. Outside of Zone 1 or beyond 30 feet, what we consider Zone 2, we also have restrictions for preventing wildfire, but they're just not as restrictive as inside that 30-foot line.
Remove flammable vegetation, which would be the needles and the dead surface fuel, and items that could catch fire, which are adjacent to or below combustible decks, balconies, and stairs pursuant to 4291. So that would just include the stuff underneath there. Being that it's directly under your balcony, that would be a concern that I would put higher on the priority list.
And that's why we say it's as much education as it is, you know, anything else. So that for people that have been working on it like you have, you know what else you need to finish.
One area of particular concern within Zone 1 is any decking material or exposed decks around a structure. Examples of this include dead or dying leaves or materials up underneath the structure or the deck. Secondarily, any type of wood pile that A is near the structure or B close to being underneath a deck can serve as really a path and a fuel bed for fire should there be a fire that comes through here. This is of high importance when we're looking specifically around a structure, is the dead and dying materials in and around a structure, including leaves and wood.
It's a great view, but if you get a fire that starts below you and makes a run up the hill, it's going to throw embers up and over your house and up in this area. So we just want to make it so that you have a good buffer when and if that happens.
I'm standing in Zone 2, beyond 30 feet from the structure. What you'll notice behind me is a great example of a non-continuous fuel bed in the canopy of the trees. The reason that's important is because it slows the progression of fire should it get established in the trees itself.
This is a great model because of where you're located geographically, the vertical spacing that you have going on here. It really is a good example of a healthy forest, healthy ecosystem. You got a lot of healthy trees.
Well, it showed me the importance of you know, all these things I was planning on doing, I just haven't done yet. And now that I have a timeline, 30 days, I can have it all done. Perfect. I just haven't gotten to that particular spot. This is a continual project, but you know, it's therapy, it's good good hard work, and it makes me feel good when I'm done, and I sleep better at night.
In 2017, we experienced some of the most deadly and destructive wildfires in California history. The time to prepare for 2018 is now. To prepare your home, your family, and your community for wildfire, visit readyforwildfire.org, because it's not a matter of if a fire happens, it's when.